Kansas with the basketball moving left to right. They're in the home white uniforms with blue and red trim. Cole's got it into the lane from the left wing. The shot goes up, blocked by Bracey. Loose ball picked up by Tam. CMU moving right to left, wearing their gold uniforms. Bradford, right elbow jumper, good off the glass, and the foul. Asia Boyd bumped her in the air, so Crystal Bradford with a chance at a three-point play. 4-0 CMU, 18:02 to go in the first half. Jared Sandler with you, Matt Carney alongside. This is the Paradise Jam Invitational, first game for CMU. It's a round-robin style tournament in CMU's division. Kansas, their opponent here this afternoon, Duke, that's who they play tomorrow, and Xavier, that's who they round out the tournament with. As Bradford misses the first free throw CMU's taken this afternoon, that's a storyline we'll talk about throughout the contest, but she did get the bucket before, so it's 4-0, Chippewas on top. Kansas with the basketball, Boyd to Gardner. Left baseline jumper goes from 15 feet, and Chelsea Gardner gets Kansas on the board, 4-2. As Turner pushes it up the floor quickly, left side in the front court. Handing off to Bradford, top of the key. She crosses over right, now spins into the lane. The jumper rims out. Bracey, the offensive rebound. Left of the paint, she kicks it out to DeGiulio. Long three, left wing. Got it! Nikki DeGiulio from way downtown. 7-2 CMU.
Huge offensive board there by Jasmine Bracey as well. You got to credit her getting to the glass to create that three.
17-14 to play in the first half. Harper's got it right wing to Gardner. Just wide of the lane, right side. The jumper on the baseline doesn't go. Bracey the board. She kicks it to Turner. Pushing it up right side into the middle. The layup with the right, too strong off the glass. Kansas with the rebound, and here come the Jayhawks. Going left to right. Harper dribbling inside the perimeter, now kicks it back out. Swing pass to Knight. She finds Boyd, right wing, three ball, no good. It's short. Gardner, the offensive rebound. Up and under to the right side. The shot's blocked, but she's bumped with the body. So Chelsea Gardner will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with 16:45 to play in the first half. CMU leading Kansas 7-2.
She is a force both on the offensive and defensive glass. CMU is going to have to box out number 15 today if they want to have a chance.
Gardner is Kansas's leader in a few different statistical categories, including points, 19.3 per game, and rebounds, 9.5 per game. The righty dips to the knees, and the first free throw is short. On the season, Gardner is shooting 85% from the charity stripe, so that's a rare miss. She's now 29 of 35 on the season. And that's crucial for someone who gets to the line as frequently as she does to be adept at shooting free throws, and despite the miss, statistically she is, and she makes the second. It's now 7-3, CMU leading, 16:45 to play in the first half. Jess Green into the game for the Chippewas. Deidre Turner getting a breather. Green with a bounce pass, cross court to Bracey, right side. She goes up, shot deflected by Gardner, and she gets the loose ball. Jayhawks moving down to 7-3. Harper crossing over right to left from the wing. Her pass back out is stolen by Bradford. She passes up ahead to Green, middle of the lane. The right-handed floater's too strong, and Gardner the rebound for the Jayhawks. 7-3, CMU leading with 16:15 to play in the first half. Boyd with the ball, right wing. CMU in a 2-3 zone. Gardner, left baseline, a skip pass to Boyd in the right corner. She kicks it out up top to Knight. Three ball, no good. Rebound, Kirby Tam. She pivots away from Bunny Williams, and Tam will bring the ball to the floor, passing it ahead to Bradford in the front court right side. She goes with her left into the lane. The shot doesn't go, but the foul is called on the floor. So with 15:54 to play, it will be CMU basketball when we return after Kansas commits its second team foul of the afternoon. 7-3 CMU. They've gone off to a good start as we head to the under 16 media timeout here on 91.5 FM. More.
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more at newtek.com.
Living this life one night and done. Now that I am free, soak up the sun, swim the sea. This is how life's meant to be.
Come visit my island, the United States Virgin Islands.
Discover how life is meant to be. Call your travel agent today.
CMU, despite the poor free throw shooting, was so close to a tough Marquette team on the road, but they hope to have that free throw problem fixed here this afternoon as we return to the action. Crystal Bradford, right elbow, backing down Kansas's Natalie Knights, and she goes middle. The shot off the glass is good. Crystal Bradford using that size. 4 points early for CB, 9-3 CMU. For the Chippewas, Green, Bradford, DeJulio, Bracey, and Tam on the floor out of the timeout. Williams with a high-low pass down low to Gardner. Off the glass, too strong. Bracey the rebound. She outlets it to Green. Working up the floor left side. Going to the bucket. Jump stop. Layup. Good off the glass with the right hand. And Jess Green gives CMU an 8-point lead. For the Jayhawks, Cece Harper on the floor along with Bunny Williams, Chelsea Gardner, Natalie Knight. And in the game for the first time is Markeisha Hawkins. It's Hawkins, right corner, dribbling baseline. She kicks it to the opposite corner, but the pass is high. It sails over the reach of Cece Harper, and the turnover gives CMU the basketball. 11-3 the score. The Chippewas leading. 15 minutes to play in the first half. Tam, top of the key, drops it to Green. Right slot three ball is short. It catches nothing and fades out of bounds, so it's Kansas basketball. The Jayhawks are just 1 of 7 from the field to start the afternoon's contest. This is the second of 4 games played today, and the second of 2 games played in CMU's division. As the pass goes down low, right block to Gardner. Her shot doesn't go. Loose ball. Green falls on the floor. She gets it, but her pass to Gardner, or goes to Gardner, excuse me, and Kansas reclaims possession. Harper, right wing. Pressured in the 2-3 zone by Tam. Skip pass to Hawkins, left corner. She goes baseline. Up and under, back to the middle. The layup doesn't go. Brad for the rebound. Here come the Chippewas, leading 11-3. 14-15 to play in the first half. Left slot, Bradford with the ball, guarded by Knight. She hands it off to Green, back to Bradford. Left wing 3 ball, queuing it up, and it's good. Nothing but net for CB 2-3, and Crystal Bradford gives CMU a 14-3 lead with 14:06 to play in the first half. And that leads Bonnie Henriksen to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 14-3, and Crystal Bradford putting on a show in the early going. She's leading CMU with 7 points, thanks to that 3 ball. And CMU 2 of 3 from deep to start off the afternoon. 7 boards for CMU. They're getting out-rebounded by Kansas. The Jayhawks with 9 boards as a team. And this is a Kansas club that is averaging 37 rebounds per game, and they average a plus margin of around 3 boards over their opponents. So while they've out-rebounded, their opponents this season per game, it's not by an overwhelming amount. To put it in perspective, Marquette, CMU's last opponent, out-rebounded their opponents by an average of 27 boards per game coming into their matchup. Out of the timeout, Kansas with the basketball. Williams at the free throw line to Knight. She gets it out top to Harper. Right corner 3 ball good, and Cece Harper hits the triple to pull Kansas within 8, 14-6. Green, Bradford, Tam, Bracey, and DeJulio on the floor for the Chippewas. Bradford down low, off the glass, and good as she backs down Knight. So Bradford doing it from the outside and the inside with 13:35 to play in the first half. 16-6 CMU. 2-3 zone for the Chippewas. Gardner from the perimeter gets it to Hawkins. Working the ball around, right slot, Harper. Down to the baseline, Williams to Knight. Top of the key to Harper, and she travels. She put up a shot fake and then dribbled to her left, but picked up the pivot foot before she put the ball on the floor. So the turnover gives CMU the ball up by 10 with 13:19 to play in the first half. Jess Green, offering a hand signal. Passes to a flaring Kirby Tam. Left wing three is long. Jasmine Bracey battles for the rebound, and she gets it in the corner. The pass up top is deflected. Bradford lets it roll into the backcourt, and with the deflection, that's okay. So CB with the ball. Left wing, three ball, no good. Just off the back iron, and Natalie Knight gets the board for the Jayhawks. Pass up ahead to Markeisha Hawkins, right side. Bradford was set, and she's called for a block as the layup goes. Crystal Bradford was waiting for Markeisha Hawkins, who drifted right into her, but the blocking call will give Hawkins a chance at a three-point play. And it's 16-8, CMU with 12:48 to go. By the way, the officials for this afternoon's contest, Denise Brooks, Jessie Dickerson, and Tiara Crane. That's the first foul called against Crystal Bradford, the second team foul. And Bradford is immediately subbed out by Sue Guevara just to make sure that she keeps a cool head, because she really thought that was a charge. As the free throw goes, Hawkins makes it a 7-point game, 16-9, CMU with 12:48 to play. Into the game for Bradford is Taylor Johnson, who's got it right corner. Backing down Harper, she passes up top to Green. Spin move into the lane, the shot's no good off the glass, and Green is called for a travel. That's the fourth travel violation called against Green since the start of the Marquette game. She loves that spin move, she's got to keep it under control. Apparently she took an extra step there, as Kansas will bring Jade Brown into the game for the first time, as Bunny Williams will take a breather. Cece Harper, Natalie Knight, Markeisha Hawkins, and Chelsea Gardner on the floor for the Jayhawks. DeJulio, Johnson, Green, Bracey, and Tam for the Chippewas. 16-9 CMU. Hawkins, ball in the right corner, 14 on the shot clock, top of the key to Knight. She pass fakes. Left slot, enters it into Gardner, middle of the lane, goes right, baby hook goes, and Chelsea Gardner makes it 16-11. CMU leading with 12:08 to play in the first half. Jared Sandler and Matt Carney here with you on CMUChippewas.com and 91.5 FM, More Rock Radio. Nikki DeJulio left of the lane, fading jumper doesn't go from about 12 feet. Gardner the rebound in the corner near the Kansas bench. And she outlets it to Harper, who will bring it up the floor. Right wing, three ball, no good, way long. The rebound goes to Bracey. Passing it up ahead to Green. 3-on-2 break. Green with a jump stop, pivot, and lays it up off the glass from the middle of the lane as she slashed right to the bucket, and it's 18-11 CMU. Jess Green's first field goal, or second field goal here today. Knight to Gardner. Right block, wide of the lane, passing into the corner to Harper. Now it's Hawkins, left wing, three ball, no good. And it goes out of bounds as it caught nothing at all other than the hardwood. And it caught the baseline on the bounce. So with 11:18 to go, CMU will have the basketball. We're going to step aside, 18-11, the Chippewas on top. And the Paradise Jam Invitational on 91.5 FM, More Rock Radio, and CMUChippewas.com.
Some sounds of gang violence don't start until the day you
Discover a place where turquoise waters meet clear blue skies, where fine dining and poolside bars delightfully coexist, where fun and relaxation are at heart. A Marriott Dream Vacation awaits you here on the island of St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's all here at Frenchman's Reef and Morningstar Marriott Beach Resort.
This message brought to you by Project Safe Neighborhoods and the Ad Council.
UVI is closer than you think.
At UVI, the beach is closer than you think.
At UVI, the professors are closer than you think.
18-11, CMU
UVI,
leading
your
Kansas,
success is closer than you
11-18
think.
to play.
University of the Virgin
action.
Islands is closer than you think. Call us today or visit our website.
Led the way for the Chippewas, but they're getting production really from everyone. They're doing a nice job on the offensive side and the defensive side, as Kansas just 4 of 14 from the floor to get things started here this afternoon.
Chippewas playing great defense. They're getting out in those passing lanes, getting the hands up on the shooters, and most importantly, they're boxing out down low, winning the rebounding margin right now, which is going to be a key stat as we move on through this game.
18-11 the score is out of the break. CMU brings Bradford back on the floor to go along with Green, Johnson, DeGiulio, and Tam. It's Green with the ball, front court right side. Pushing it up to the wing, now opposite wing, left side to DeGiulio with the three. Her second trifecta of the afternoon, 21-11 CMU.
She's hot, and that's a very good sign for the Chippewas going forward.
So make that 32 more threes until Nikki DeGiulio becomes the program's all-time leading three-point shooter. Kansas down 10 with the ball. Hawkins, short corner, bounce pass to Brown. She fumbles it around, and it's deflected out of bounds off of Kirby Tam. So Kansas will maintain possession with 14 on the shot clock. They'll inbound it on the baseline right of the bucket. Box set for the Jayhawks. CMU in a 2-3 zone to defend the baseline inbounds. The pass is thrown up near half court. Hawkins goes up and grabs it. So Kansas now with 10 on the shot clock has the basketball. Knight, top of the key. Looking, has nothing. Passes to Harper. Three ball from way deep left wing. Doesn't go. The rebound fumbled around and grabbed by Kansas. Hawkins, layup right side off the block is good. And after a good defensive possession, a second chance for Kansas gets them a bucket is Kirby Tam. Left wing three. No good, just wide right. Gardner the rebound for the Jayhawks with 10-12 to go in the first half. 21-13 CMU. Boyd hasn't connected from deep, is a very streaky shooter. Passes it to Gardner. High-low underneath the hoop. The pass goes to Brown. She goes up. The shot gets blocked, but they're going to call Crystal Bradford for a foul with the body. That's her second personal. And for all three games in which CB has played this season, she's now gotten 2 personal fouls midway through the first half. And I think that was looked like a good block, but they didn't call it on the block. They called it on the body, so Brown will go to the free throw line. Jade Brown's first free throw in and out, 21-13 CMU, 10:03 to play here in the first half.
Unfortunate there. Obviously, we would have liked to see that block call be a charge call on the first foul, which would have potentially kept her in the game a little longer, but she goes to the bench now with 2.
Jasmine Bracey re-enters as the second free throw is good for Jade Brown. 21-14 CMU. Tam, Green, Bracey, Johnson, and DeGiulio on the floor for the Chippewas wearing their gold uniforms with maroon lettering and white trim. Green dribbling it from the right wing inside the perimeter. She's trapped, passes it with a bounce out top to Johnson. Wheeling around a Bracey screen. She now hands it off to Green in the lane from the right wing. Shot too strong. Rebound grab by Kansas. Jade Brown gets it, and she hands it off to Natalie Knight. Passing it up ahead to Asia Boyd. Pump fakes from 3. Goes into the lane. Lays it up and in. And the bucket gives Kansas its 15th and 16th points. They're down 21-16. Johnson, left slot 3. Just long off the back iron. On the floor, Knight the rebound. Johnson dives for it, but a foul is called against CMU. They're going to call Taylor Johnson trying to make a hustle play for the foul with 9:25 to play. A couple of substitutions for the Chippewas. Johnson and Tam exit. Turner and Cotton enter. Turner re-enters. Cotton entering the game for the first time with 9:25 to play. 21-16 CMU leading, but Kansas on a bit of a run here.
Can't fault Taylor Johnson there. She loves to make those hustle plays, diving on the floor every chance she gets, and she unfortunately gets called for the foul there. This game's been taking on a little bit faster pace. It looks like the Chippewas may need to slow it down just a little bit because Kansas is playing their game right now.
Natalie Knight bringing the ball to the floor with Desiree Turner pressuring her in the backcourt. She'll drop back into this 2-3 zone for CMU. Gardner passing into the corner to Boyd. Ball swung around the perimeter. Hawkins, short corner to Gardner, right side. Jumper is good. That's where she likes to take her shots from, both baselines. She's hit a couple from the baselines. 21-18, CMU leading. Chelsea Gardner, though, with her 7th point of the night. Turner from the left wing penetrates. Kicks out free throw line to Bracey. She drives and lays it up off the glass from the free throw line to the right side. 23-18, a much-needed bucket there for the Chippewas.
Just what the doctor ordered, and a very aggressive take by Jasmine Bracey there.
5-point advantage for CMU, 8:35 to play in the first half. Boyd, left-handed pass to Hawkins, 3 balls long, but a backside rebound, and Knight lays it in as she got right by Jewel Cotton. That's one of the things when you play a 2-3 zone, backside rebounding is sometimes a challenge. Kansas takes advantage of it there. Turner picks up her dribble, left elbow. Bracey, top of the key. Fakes, drives, spins middle, lays it up left side. No good, too strong off the glass. Gardner the rebound, and here come the Jayhawks trailing by 3. Skip pass, stolen by Green. She saves it as it was deflected towards the baseline. Tracy gives it back to Green, and she'll cross over the timeline. She gets into the front court, 7:55 to play. CMU with the ball. Turner off a handoff from the left wing, drives up and under, layup goes in the foul. Desiree Turner with an acrobatic finish, and with 7:48 to go, she's going to go to the free throw line when we come back. CMU leading 25-20 here on 91.5 FM, More Rock Radio, and CMUChippewas.com.
What would happen if you didn't follow the established path? Would you feel scared?
Welcome to Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas, the Caribbean's most entertaining beach resort. Experience the Caribbean's most entertaining beach resort, Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. No passport.
CMU. On the bench, Crystal Bradford with 9 points, 4 of 7 shooting, but 2 fouls. Desiree Turner on the season, 11 of 18 from the charity stripe. She misses the free throw. Rebound battled for, and Gardner collects it in the paint. So here come the Jayhawks, down 5.
Once again, free throws, very important stat to watch. Chippewas have missed their first 2.
Harper swinging around the perimeter to Boyd. She enters it left block to Gardner. Fading away, the shot rims out. Rebound Williams. She puts it back from the right side, off the glass and good. Bunny Williams with just her second made field goal of the season. A role play for Kansas. Pulls the Jayhawks to within 3. Turner, right elbow, hesitates. Goes back door to DiGiulio, but the pass is deflected by Hawkins. And the loose ball is picked up by the Jayhawks. Turnover gives Kansas the ball, down 3. Williams down low, layup good off the glass, left side. Hustling down the floor, Bunny Williams pulls Kansas to within 1. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Turner driving left side. A ball fake, but she slides on the floor and is whistled for the travel. So with 6:58 to go, back-to-back turnovers for CMU have allowed Kansas to pull within 1 and perhaps take the lead as they have the basketball. Desiree Turner exits, Kirby Tam enters for CMU.
Big defensive possession here. Chippewas have to try and stop another Kansas run here before they eventually could take their first lead of the ball game.
On the floor for the Jayhawks, Williams to go along with Brown, Gardner, who basically plays the whole game for this team, Cece Harper, and with the basketball, Asia Boyd. Passing it down low, short corner to Gardner. She puts it on the floor, loose ball. It's grabbed by Bracy, but I think Gardner got a hand on it, and they called the jump ball. It didn't seem like Chelsea Gardner really had much possession, but the arrow's pointing to our right, which means it's Kansas basketball. They're moving left to right, CMU moving right to left. Both teams are scoring in front of their opposition's bench. Hawkins will inbound it for the Jayhawks, right of the hoop from the baseline. Williams flashes to the corner, near side, and gets it. Now the near side wing to Harper, off a screen, baseline to baseline. Gardner with the bunny, no good. Rebound, Bracy, but her outlet pass is stolen by Boyd. Attacking from the left wing, she goes up and gets fouled, and Asia Boyd, with 6:29 to play in the opening half, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, with Kansas trailing CMU 25-24. The foul is whistled against Kirby Tam, her first, team's 5th.
Good hustle play by Boyd there to intercept the pass, and then she went up strong and drew the foul.
Boyd makes the first free throw. Game tied, 25 all. She's a 72% free throw shooter on the season. Left-handed shooter dips and delivers, and the second free throw rattles home. So the Jayhawks take their first lead of the ball game. 6.5 minutes and counting to go. Green crosses over right to left. Inside the left block, she stops her dribble, pass to Bracey, too strong off of Bracey, out of bounds, right in front of Kansas bench. So another turnover for CMU, their third straight, 26-25, Kansas leading with the basketball. Knight bringing it up the floor. Harper. Front court pass to Hawkins. Now it's Boyd, left wing. A jump pass down low to Gardner, right side. Shot no good. Bracey the good rebound with Williams on her back. Here comes CMU. Green in front of the logo at center court. Now to the top of the key. Right elbow, jump shots, back iron, bouncing around. Rebound grab by Harper. She's bringing up the floor with urgency. Right side, lob pass intended for, I believe, Asia Boyd, was deflected by Chelsea Gardner. She didn't know Boyd was cutting behind her, so it's CMU ball. Green up ahead to DiGiulio, left corner, three ball, in and out. Rebound off of the hands of Williams, saved by Brown, but the ball's on the floor, and it's picked up by Cece Harper. Kansas with the ball up by 1, 5.5 minutes to go. Williams to Hawkins, left wing, skip pass to Harper. She's got it right wing. Top of the key to Williams. Free throw line, she takes the jumper. It is wide left, and the rebound grab by Tam in the corner in front of CMU's bench. She brings it up right side, taking it ahead to DiGiulio. Rocker step, she goes middle to the elbow, no good. Jump shot short from about 14 feet. And the rebound goes to Kansas, 26-25, Jayhawks leading, 5 minutes to play, first half. CMU in a 2-3 zone. Hawkins to Harper, right wing. Into the lane, Williams kicks corner to Boyd. She fakes from three, and the lefty drives with the left hand, and she gets bumped with the body. Jewel Cotton is whistled for the foul. That's the 16th foul called against CMU. The first whistled against Jewel Cotton with 4:47 to play in the first half. Kansas up 1.
Just her first, but the Chippewas are going to have to be a little smarter now with the 6 fouls. Jayhawks will be shooting the rest of the way from here on out.
Jordan LeDuc enters the game for the first time, and Taylor Johnson re-enters for the Chippewas. Kansas inbounds from the baseline. It goes up top to Hawkins behind the perimeter. And now Natalie Knight with the basketball. A knee brace on her right knee, black leggings for Knights beneath her white Kansas pants. She's got the ball, working it to Hawkins. Bounce pass down low to Boyd in the short corner. She tries to dribble out of it. Her pass is stolen by DiGiulio, who brings the ball up the floor, crossing the timeline. She finds the point guard, Jess Green. Top of the key, looking backdoor for Tam, nothing there. The pass goes to Johnson, right side. She gets fouled as her layup off the glass is no good, but the foul called on the floor, and it's whistled against Chelsea Gardner. That's her first personal, the 4th team foul called against Kansas with 4:19 to play. Kansas leading by a point as CMU has struggled to put the ball in the basket here of late. Chelsea Gardner is going to exit and into the game for the first time is Kaylin Manning-Allen. DiGiulio, right baseline, bounces it to Johnson in the near corner. Green, top of the key to DiGiulio. 3 ball, left corner is too strong. Rebound goes to Boyd. Looked like she might have pushed off LeDuc. No call. Boyd bringing it strong, and she's bumped by Green, who didn't maintain her position. And Boyd, who was going with a full head of steam, was able to draw the foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Boyd already 2 of 2 from the charity stripe here today. 26-25 CMU trailing as Desiree Turner will enter for Nikki DiGiulio.
Asia Boyd, once again, one of those very, very physical players. This whole Kansas team playing very physical here early on, trying to attack the Chippewas.
The 6'1 guard makes the front end of the 1-and-1. 27-25, Kansas leading CMU. Second free throw. That's good. 28-25. The Chippewas haven't scored since Desiree Turner's layup at the 7:48 mark. So about 3.5 minutes of scoreless basketball for CMU. Desiree Turner on the floor. She's without her headband. She had that to start the game, but no headband for Desiree. Kirby Tam, right wing. Slot-to-slot pass to Green. Dribbling with her right. Green crosses over left to the middle of the lane. Bounce pass to Tam. She goes behind Green. Right of the lane. She tries to flip it to Turner. The pass is deflected out of bounds by Cece Harper. And with 3:47 to go, from one media timeout to the next, CMU held without a point. 28-25. The Jayhawks are leading as they've scored 6 or 7 straight.
Now, as you can see, do you love technology? Yeah, no problem. There we go. How are the girls? Uh-huh.
Scott. Business is tough, but with great offers at Avis.com, we give you the space to turn your business trip into a bizcation. Avis, it's your space.
We are World Vision, and we believe in children. We believe in God's calling to share our lives with them, to share a meal, to share water, to share love, to share a full life.
If you believe, share with a child today at worldvision.org/share.
Settling a little bit for shots beyond the arc, so we'll see if they can sort of get back to what was working at the beginning of the game and get that penetration that was really leading to those easy buckets early on in this game that gave them that 10-point lead.
And Jess Green, while the Chips were waiting for Kansas to come out of its timeout, pointed the shot clock, reminding her teammates as the inbound goes to Turner. She gets a screen from Leduc, goes the other way, and draws a foul on the floor. The foul is called against Dakota Gonzalez. She's into the game for the first time for Kansas. Her twin Dylan remains on the bench. The Pocatello, Idaho native making her first appearance. That's the 15th foul called against Kansas. A fresh 30 on the shot clock as Turner gets the inbounds from the baseline left wing. She tries to drive left, hands it off to Taylor Johnson. Left elbow into the lane. She's called for a travel. And the turnover will give Kansas the basketball. 3:37 to play. Kansas leading 28-25.
And once again, that's what Desiree Turner brings to this team. She came into the game and immediately provided that instant penetration. She can beat pretty much anybody on this Kansas team off the dribble if she wants to, and she's shown that here early on.
7 turnovers for CMU. Kansas has committed 9 turnovers, but they are out-rebounding CMU by a wide margin, 23-12. Harper bringing the ball to the floor. Gonzalez to Manning Allen into the corner. That's Knight. Pass down low to Boyd. Pump fake goes up. Too strong from the left side. Foul called against Kansas over the back. Kaylin Manning Allen, the 6'4" freshman from Chicago, whistled for the infraction. Her first personal. 16 foul called against the Jayhawks. And with 3:21 to play, Crystal Bradford is going to return to the ball game for the first time since about the 10-minute mark after she picked up her second personal. Bradford, despite all that missed time, still leading CMU with 9 points. Jasmine Bracey leading the team with 8 rebounds. Bracey on the floor with Bradford, along with Green, Tam, and Turner. Turner dribbling the ball into the front court, gets a screen from Tam. Crossing over from the right wing to the left side. The scoop layup rims out. Kansas the rebound. Gonzalez outlets it to Harper. She dribbles behind her back, moving right to left. Pressure tightly by Turner. Pass to Gonzalez, left wing. She swings it back up top to Harper, over to Gonzalez. Rockers towards the left elbow, skip pass to Knight. 2-pointer, stepped on the line there, shot no good. Green the rebound. Pushing the tempo, she doesn't have numbers, so she pulls it out. Bradford from the top of the key, drives into the lane, right-handed layup, no good. Gardner the rebound.
A little bit too strong there on the layup for Crystal, but hopefully she can settle back in here.
We've got, what do we have here? A foul against Kansas. Desiree Turner deflected the ball from Asia Boyd, and then Boyd trying to recover the loose ball, pushed Turner, so that's going to send CMU to, let's see, there's a call on the floor. It's a matter of possession or loose ball. They're going to determine as to whether or not Desiree Turner is going to get free throws. 2:34 to play in the opening half, 28-25. Kansas is leading. CMU has not scored since the 7.5-minute mark of the contest, and they're going to say that it's going to be CMU ball on the side as Nikki DiGiulio will re-enter for Desiree Turner. So no free throws, although Kansas has picked up its 17th foul. They're in the bonus the rest of the way, and so is CMU, both with 17 fouls. Green into the front courts, directing traffic. Looking backdoor to Bradford, nothing there. She pivots out of it, passes to LeDuc in the left corner. She drives baseline, goes up with the layup, no good, gets the loose ball, up again, and it's blocked out of bounds at the baseline. But good tenacity by Jordan LeDuc to stay with the play. And CMU with 14 on the shot clock with the ball left of the bucket underneath the hoop.
Thought we may have seen a shooting foul there. A lot of contact on both those attempts by Jordan LeDuc.
Bradford left elbow, swings it at her ankles, into the lane. The layup goes in the foul. Crystal Bradford moving right, laying it in left. Got it to fall in off the front of the rim, and it's 28-27. CMU trailing by 1 with a chance to tie the score with a free throw. They're 0 of 2 from the line here this afternoon.
Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time before she finally got back into the game and made an impact.
Kaylin Manning-Allen will quickly re-enter the game after Chelsea Gardner picks up her second personal. Desiree Turner's waiting at the scores table for Crystal Bradford, so Sue Guevara hoping that CB can make the free throw. It is good. She'll take Crystal out for the defensive possession. Don't know that she'll necessarily go offense-defense exclusively, but don't want Crystal to pick up that third foul. That's 12 points for Bradford. She leads the way for both sides. Here's Cece Harper, pressured by Desiree Turner. Pass to Natalie Knight. We haven't seen much of Lamaria Cole, who started the game. And the pass to Dakota Gonzalez will result in, what do we have here? That's a foul against CMU on the floor. It's going to lead to 1-and-1, and Markeisha Hawkins will go to the line. Sue Guevara is asking for an explanation as to what the call is. They're calling it against Nikki DiGiulio. That's her first personal. So 28-28 the score, 2:01 to go here in the first half. And Markeisha Hawkins will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Green, DiGiulio, Turner, LeDuc, and Bracey on the floor for the Chips. Free throw's good. Hawkins earns another. Kansas takes a 1-point lead.
A renewed emphasis this year by the officials on those hand checks and the physicality. So this game, keeping with the trend of all CMU games so far this year, a lot of fouls called, very chippy.
Bradford re-enters for LeDuc, so the dead ball allows CMU to make an offense-defense change. Second free throw from Hawkins off the rim and the glass, and then through the hoop, 30-28 Kansas. The Jayhawks are 8 of 10 from the line, CMU 1 of 3. Bradford left wing, spins middle. The jumper too strong, rebound Manning-Allen. Bracey was sandwiched by Jayhawks, and looks like one of them was holding her down a bit. Knight to Hawkins. She looks to Harper, left wing. Both the big scoring threats for Kansas on the bench, Gardner and Boyd. Knight top of the key, 2-3 zone for the Chips. Dakota Gonzalez, right wing. Crossing over, now going baseline. The jumper from 14 feet, no good. Rebound, Jess Green.
Very physical box out there on the weak side. Jess Green catching that ball at the highest point. Very good to see.
1:20 to go in the first half. Turner into the lane, pivots. The layup blocked out of bounds as she scooped it underneath the basket, and it's going to be CMU basketball with 76 seconds to play, trailing by 2. We got a quick timeout called by the Jayhawks, a 30-second timeout. Kirby Tam re-enters for CMU. We'll have to wait to see who she's...
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact, portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more.
early on, this Kansas team is looking to get into the top 25. If the AP poll was expanded, they'd be 33rd in the country, not very far off from a top 25 basketball team. Chippewas hanging right in there with a very good team from the Big 12.
9 votes received by Kansas in the latest USA Today Top 25 polling. Nikki DiGiulio, right wing, out of the timeout to Tam. 13 on the shot clock. Backdoor to Bradford from the left corner. Skipping it to Green, opposite corner. DiGiulio, right wing, 3 balls good. Great ball movement by CMU. 31-30, the Chips leading on Nikki DiGiulio's third 3-ball of the ball game. 54 seconds in the first half. Kansas into the middle of the zone. Hawkins at the free throw line, kicks it out to Knight. Gonzalez, right wing 3. She spots up, doesn't take it. Into the lane, the layup off the glass is good. A nice move by Dakota Gonzalez. Kansas reclaims the lead with 37 to go. About a 7-second difference, game clock to shot clock. CMU down 1. Green, backdoor to DiGiulio, right side. Left-handed layup up and under, no good. Bracey, the offensive rebound. Her putback is blocked, but she's fouled. And Jasmine Bracey will go to the line with 26.5 seconds to play. Shot clock is turned off here in the opening half. Kaylin Manning-Allen called for her second personal. 9th team foul called against the Jayhawks, and Bracey, who on the season is 9 of 11 from the line, will take 2 shots. First free throw's good, 10 of 12 from the line for Jasmine Bracey. One of the better free throw shooters for the Chippewas as Bradford will exit. LeDuc will enter. No reason for Crystal to pick up her third personal at the end of the half. So you allow LeDuc to come in, and she can play defense at 100%, not having to worry about fouls. Second free throw doesn't go. Tie ball game, 32-32. 17 seconds to go and counting. Shot clock turned off. 2-3 zone for the Chippewas. Harper with the basketball, front court right. Front court left, pass to Gonzalez, back to Harper, in between the circles. Pass goes to Knight, 3-ball left wing, no good off the iron. DiGiulio gets the rebound with 2 seconds. 1 second, she heaves it from half court. So wide off the glass. And that sends us to the break. 32-32 the score. 20 minutes of action in the books from the University of the Virgin Islands here at the Paradise Jam Invitational. CMU got off to a quick start early. It was Kansas in the middle, and then CMU kind of caught up there at the end, and that's
The Virgin Islands has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Here at Cokie Point, it's one of the best snorkeling spots in the Caribbean. Let's go grab some fins.
Welcome to Oceanfront Rentals. What size?
Hi, can I have size 9, please? Let's get ready to snorkel.
Don't forget your fish food.
Can't forget the fish food. Let's go.
we're going to be cruising out to Buck Island. And we're going to have a great little snorkel stop and get you all suited up with snorkel gear. And if you need anything at all, again, my name's Matt, Richard, and Cassandra. And we're going to turn the music back up and enjoy your time.
Sun, nice waters, amazing views, everything.
What's been your favorite part since you got here yesterday?
The warm weather from being from Syracuse.
What's it like in Syracuse right now?
Snow, a lot of snow, cold, harsh winds. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm here with my team, so it's really fun to be here with them.
What do you expect to see out there?
A little bit of turtles, hopefully no sharks or anything, but you know, just the aquatic life.
We're at the 2013 Paradise Jam. In 14 years here on St. Thomas, we've done a lot of awesome things, but never something like this.
This is the water jetpack, new here to St. Thomas. Anyone who's ever dreamt of flying, ever wanted to learn how to fly, this is about as close as it gets. On an introductory flight, you're going to be porpoising like a dolphin, you're going to be running on the water, and of course flying high like Buzz Lightyear. So those are kind of the three things you're going to be doing in an introductory flight.
Perfect. Right arm up, right arm up, right arm up a little, right arm up. There you go. Just like that. That's exactly where I want you. Right there. Very nice. Oh, you're ready to fly. What I want you to do now is slowly bring your arms up till just your feet are in the water. And now that you're there, just start walking with those legs. You're walking on water. Okay, so all you got to do to go underwater is you're going to bring both hands down into the water. When you're ready to come back up, bring both hands back up. Very nice. Very nice.
People who have ever gone parasailing or jet skiing, anything like that, this can be completely different. This is the newest adventure basically here in St. Thomas. So you guys actually have this great deal of flying at $100 at discounted price all the way up until November 30th. So just mention Paradise Jam and we'll definitely give you guys that rate.
That definitely was one of the craziest things I've ever done, Mark. Thanks for letting me come out and fly with you. Looks like I earned some wings.
You have definitely earned your jetpack wings, so you're a natural. Come back again soon.
All right, all you Paradise Jammers, come out and check out the St. Thomas Jet Riders.
Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands. We know you'll enjoy your stay in one of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean. We invite you to visit all three islands: St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas. St. Croix offers some of the most incredible dive sites in the Caribbean. Explore the pier, a shipwreck, the wall, and even go on a night dive. And with 7 flags having flown over this Caribbean jewel, St. Croix offers one of the most diverse cultures in all of the Caribbean. Want to hike, swim, and explore an underwater trail and an incredible vista all in the same day? Then you can't miss St. John. With 2/3 of the island dedicated as a national park, it's easy to find a view that takes your breath away. St. Thomas offers some of the best shopping deals in the Caribbean, and the U.S. Virgin Islands duty-free limit is $1,600, so be sure to take advantage of the savings. If a romantic destination wedding is in your future, plan your hassle-free nuptials in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Don't forget to let your guests know that there's no passport required for U.S. citizens. For more information on the USVI, log on to visitusvi.com or download our free My Virgin Islands smartphone app to learn more about things to do, restaurants, shops, and much more. Explore the endless unscripted vacation opportunities that await you. Thank you for visiting the United States Virgin Islands, St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas.
Welcome to the Paradise Jam. Each November, I like to take my Paradise Jam family down to the one and only golf course on St. Thomas, Mahogany Run. Let's head down to the first tee.
Mahogany Run, it being the only golf course on the island, designed by two world-famous golf course architects, Tom Fazio and his dad, George, have some really unique and exciting holes. We have the Devil's Triangle, which is maybe 3 of the most beautiful holes in golf, looking over the Atlantic and the Caribbean Ocean. Holes where you're hitting, 125 to 150 yards from tee boxes to over the ocean onto a small tee complex. Everybody finds the course. It's challenging, forgiving in areas, and truly unforgiving in certain areas. I mean, obviously you can tell who the basketball players are. They're a little taller than most of the island people, but it's wonderful for the course. It's wonderful for the economy down here. It's wonderful for Mahogany Run to have people like that down here doing something for the community down here, and being able to host them at our golf course is really, it's a pleasure to have them down here.
During the Paradise Jam, not only can you enjoy spectacular views like this, but for the right price, you can own a beautiful villa out here at Botany Bay.
We're out here today at Villa Witta, which is a $25 million property that spans over 15,000 square feet of usable space. It's on 4 acres on a waterfront lot, and it's inside the Botany Bay Preserve, which is managed by the Timbers Resorts based out of Carbondale, Colorado. They picked the nicest 400 acres on the island. It overlooks the Mermaid's Chair, the west end of the island, and out over to Culebra, Puerto Rico, and the Spanish Virgin Islands. The entire home is based around the lifestyle that a pirate would probably enjoy. It certainly shows it in the collection of artifacts. It's sort of a modern-day pirate has this fortress where he keeps all the bounty that he's collected, and I think that's really how the owner looks at it. Also, the quality here, the workmanship inside, it's second to none, absolutely no expense spared. There's a lot of antiques and original artifacts. There's actual treasure chests that were recovered from pirate ships, original cannons, and several 17th century antiques. There's actually a chandelier from a Russian opera house in here that was disassembled and reassembled here. And obviously the location is incredible. It's probably one of the best home sites in the Caribbean. It has to be experienced to be believed. It's really more of like a fairy tale type atmosphere than anything I've ever seen. The U.S. Virgin Islands is uniquely set up for people to take advantage of the tax benefits. There's no state or local taxes other than federal taxes for residents. Anybody who resides here gets to take advantage of that, and the price points are all across the board from $300,000 to $25 million. There's pretty much something for everybody. Give us a call at USVI Sotheby's International Realty. We'd be happy to help you online, or sotheby'srealtyusvi.com is our website.
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact, portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more at newtek.com.
Come visit my island, the United States Virgin Islands.
Discover how life is meant to be. Call your travel agent today.
Spectacular views of the Caribbean are just the beginning at Frenchman's Reef and Morningstar Marriott Beach Resort. Discover a place where turquoise waters meet clear blue skies, where fine dining and poolside bars delightfully coexist, where fun and relaxation are an art form. A Marriott dream vacation awaits you here on the island of St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's all here at Frenchman's Reef and Morningstar Marriott Beach Resort.
UVI is closer than you think.
At UVI, the beach is closer than you think.
At UVI, the professors are closer than you think.
At UVI, your success is closer than you think.
The University of the Virgin Islands is closer than you think.
And Crystal Bradford, a slightly different look here to start the second half. Jessica Green starting. Desiree Turner will begin the half on the bench as Kansas comes out with Lamaria Cole, joined by Chelsea Gardner, Asia Boyd, Natalie Knight, and Bunny Williams. CMU with the basketball. They're moving left to right in their gold tops to begin the half. Bradford with the ball. Dumps it down low to Bracey. Right block, lays it up and in with the right hand. 34-32, CMU leading.
Beautiful high-low. Beautiful high-low between those two, and a nice finish by Bracey.
Knight with the basketball, left wing, guarded tightly by Bradford. She now hands it off to Green with the defensive responsibility as CMU still in its 2-3 zone. Short corner to Gardner. She tries to dribble out of it. Passing to Cole, dropping it down low to Bunny Williams. She goes up. It's a jump ball. As she brought the ball below her waist, it allowed Kirby Tam to get her hands on it. The possession arrow points to Kansas, so they get the ball underneath their own basket, right of the hoop. Cole inbound it. Kansas cuts to the hoop. Pass instead goes out to the perimeter where Knight's got it. Boyd, right corner, fakes from 3. Takes a step in, but got Kirby Tam in the air, and Tam called for the foul. That's the first team foul against CMU, second personal against Tam with 19:18 to play in the second half. 34-32, CMU leading.
That ball fake is very, very killer. Asia Boyd has a very good ball fake, and the Chippewas have done a pretty good job of not falling for it.
Kansas with the ball down low, right block. Gardner goes up, misses the layup, and gets fouled, so Chelsea Gardner's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's the second team foul called against CMU, and the second personal whistled against Jasmine Bracey, who's the team's leading rebounder with 9. Here as we are 38 seconds into the second half of action. Gardner is 1 for 2 from the line today. 11 points for Gardner. Excuse me, 7 points to go along with 11 rebounds, and her first free throws in and out. So Gardner coming into today's action, 29 of 34 from the free throw line, is now 1 of 3. As a team, Kansas, 9 for 12. Gardner, the righty, dips. Her second free throw is good. 34-33, CMU leading. Green with a bit of backcourt pressure offered by Cole. Passes it to Bradford. She's charging hard from the right slot into the lane. The jumper from the right elbow is good, and the lefty, Crystal Bradford, adds to her game-high total now with 14 points.
Great little step back move there. She took her right off the dribble and knocked it down.
Boyd to Knight, in between the circles to Cole. Skip pass to a flaring Knight, right wing, down low to Gardner. Baseline jumper is good from about 10 feet. That's her shot, and Chelsea Gardner reaches double figures with 10. She is the first Kansas player to get to double figures. Bradford, top of the key, drives left side, dumps it to Bracy, pass deflected out of bounds off the fingertips of Chelsea Gardner with 21 on the shot clock and 18:34 on the game clock. Kansas trailing by 1. We'll play a little defense underneath the hoop as CMU inbounds it. Tam looks for a cutting to Julio. Instead, we'll drop it out to Green. Left wing, down low to Bracy. She goes to the middle. The right-handed layup is blocked out of bounds by Gardner with 16 on the shot clock. It remains CMU basketball, leading by 1.
Chelsea Gardner with a very great block there. Didn't budge and didn't draw contact either.
Bradford, step back, 3-ball, right corner, long, rebound, deflected by Green into the hands of Kansas's Lamaria Cole. She's got it beyond the perimeter, right wing, kicks it to Boyd, right corner. She fakes from 3, works it back around to Cole. Looking inside to Williams, right block, she hands it off to Gardner, a baseline jumper, just strong. Boyd tips the loose ball. Bracy corrals it though, and that's her 10th rebound. CMU with the ball. Bradford's one-handed pass intended for DeJulio in the corner, stolen by Cole, but then Cole bumped in Asia Boyd, took some extra steps, so it's going to be CMU ball with 17:59 to go here in this contest. The Chippewas leading by 1.
What a chaotic play there. Crystal Bradford maybe tried to force that one just a little too much, but the Chippewas caught a break there and got the ball back.
Tam inbounds it to Bradford, left wing. 3-ball, triggered up, just long, and it's out of bounds as it rolls out of the baseline. Kansas ball, trailing by 1, 17:53 to play. Kansas has got Cole, Williams, Gardner, Boyd, and Knight on the floor. CMU with the same 5 that started the half. DeJulio, Green, Tam, Bracy, and Bradford. Cole dribbling in the front court. Knight, right corner 3, got it. And Natalie Knight hits from deep. Kansas leads by 2. Kansas is not led by more than 3 at any point here in today's contest as Bradford has it. Backdoors to Tam. Up top, Green, 3-ball. Just off the back iron, Cole the rebound. The point guard's going to push it. Working quickly, crossing over right to left. The layup from the right side is good as Lamaria Cole gives Kansas its largest lead at 4 points. Bradford with 17:10 to go into the lane. Drops it off to Bracy. Left block into the middle. Flips it up off the glass. Wide right. Rebound Gardner.
Tough one there. Jasmine Bracy got it up over the outstretched arm of Gardner, but just couldn't negotiate that ball in.
Left corner, or left wing, excuse me, Knight, top of the key to Williams. They're going to give her a lot of space and ask her to shoot. As Knight gets the pass from Williams in the corner, 3-ball, no good. Williams the rebound, put back, no good from the right side. The ball is knocked out of bounds off of Kansas, but now one of the other officials comes in and overturns the decision, says, nope, it's Kansas basketball. That was off a chip. So Kansas with 16:43 to play with the ball, and they're going to inbound it underneath their own hoop from the right side. They'll swing it around the perimeter. 40-36 Jayhawks. Boyd, left wing, 3-ball, long, rebound Green. Hustling back, Natalie Knight cuts Jess Green off. She'll drag the ball back towards the center stripe. Bradford to DeJulio in the right corner. She drives with her left hand into the lane, passes wide, intended for Tam. Instead, it goes towards Jewel Cotton, sitting on CMU's bench. Both teams scoring in the basket nearest its own bench here in the second half. Kansas moving right to left, wearing their white tops, blue lettering and numbering with the red trim. CMU going left to right with their gold tops, maroon lettering and numbering with the white trim. Hands up for CMU in their 2-3 zone as Cole passes to Knight, left wing. She dribbles with her right towards the middle, over to Cole, right wing. Foot on the three-point line, skip pass to Knight, to Williams, left elbow. Back to Knight, left corner, 3-ball. Short, rebound, fought for, Gardner over the back of Bracy, and that's big with 15:57 to go. Chelsea Gardner whistled for her 3rd personal foul, and we've reached the under-16 timeout. 40-36, Kansas leading. It's going to be CMU basketball when we come back here on 91.5 FM, More Rock Radio, and CMUChippewas.com.
Go Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas, the Caribbean's most entertaining beach resort. Experience the Caribbean's most entertaining beach resort, Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. No passport required.
Now, as you can see, don't you love technology?
Yeah, no problem. There we go. How are the girls? Uh-huh. Scott.
Business is tough, but with great offers at Avis.com, we give you the space to turn your business trip into a bizcation. Avis, it's your space.
We are World Vision, and we believe in children. We believe in God's calling to share our lives with them, to share a meal, to share water, to share love, to share a full life.
If you believe, share with a child today at worldvision.org/share.
The back on Chelsea Gardner is because Jasmine Bracey had a great seal on her underneath the basket, and she caused that foul, and it's a big third one for Chelsea Gardner.
Out of the timeout, CMU with the basketball. DeJulio, Bradford, Green, Bracey, and Tam. Same five on the floor. For Kansas, Gardner is out of the game. Kaylin Manning-Allen is in. Bracey, top of the key, dribbles right side, goes up off the glass, shot blocked out of bounds by Manning-Allen. And with 16 on the shot clock, CMU with the basketball underneath the hoop, right of the bucket. And Jasmine Bracey, I think, might have had a contact popped out. So she's going to go towards the bench. They're going to give her a second to get that all figured out. There's some solution. So Manning-Allen into the game for Kansas for Gardner, and this could be a critical juncture of the game for CMU with Kansas's best player not in. Not only has Gardner added a lot of value on the offensive end with a team high in points with 10, but her 13 rebounds has also led the way for Kansas. Taylor Johnson's going to enter for Jasmine Bracey, as they're now asking Bracey to take a second while play can resume to get back into the swing of things. 33-22, that's the rebounding battle scoreboard. Kansas plus 11, but 40-36. The Jayhawks leading CMU by 4. As Bradford's got it right wing, working on Hawkins. Rockers towards the middle at the free throw line, leaning in the lane. The layup with the left is off the rim, no good. And Manning-Allen, the rebound for Kansas, strong in the middle of the paint.
Those long arms are big for her. They don't lose any size with her on the floor versus Gardner, and she showed it right there.
They actually gain an inch of height, but they do lose a lot of experience as Manning-Allen is just a freshman. Knight, right corner, overheads to Williams, top of the key, back to Knight. She goes baseline, but before she does, 3 in the key called against Kaylin Manning-Allen. So there you see some of that inexperience coming into play with 15-11 to go in the ball game. 40-36, Kansas leading CMU. It was 32-32 at the half, so Kansas outscoring the Chips 8-4 here in the second half. Green dribbling left off a Tam screen. In front of the free throw line, her jumper off the glass, no good. She gets the rebound, puts it back up off the glass, and gets it to go. 40-38, CMU within 2.
Great job using the glass there by Jess Green. Very nice move in the paint there.
Hawkins, left wing, passing it to her right. Cole's got it in between the circles. Now dribbling to her left against this 2-3 zone. Pass goes to Knight, right wing. They're looking to lob it into Manning-Allen, but instead Knight drives baseline, kicks it to Hawkins. Left corner 3, off the iron, rebound. Johnson deflects it off of Williams, and then Manning-Allen chasing after it, steps on the baseline, and it's out of bounds. CMU basketball with 14:29 to go in the ball game.
Big stop there. Huge stop for the Chippewas as they now have a chance to tie it or take the lead again with a 3-ball.
Cece Harper into the game for Kansas. Lamaria Cole gets a breather. Green skip pass to DeJulio, over to Johnson, left corner. She fakes from 3, drives, too strong off the glass. Bradford gets the offensive rebound. She maintains dribble, spinning, now pivoting, and the pass to Tam goes into the backcourt as Tam was cutting, but touching it first was Hawkins, so Tam dives on the loose ball. CMU with the basketball. Bradford in the lane, the layup no good, but she gets fouled by Manning-Allen. That's her third personal, second team foul with an even 14 minutes to play. What happened right there? CMU was about to turn the ball over, but Tam, who was cutting to the basket, was late in racing after the ball. Hawkins was going after as well because if she gets there first, she could have an easy layup. She doesn't let Tam touch it up for the backcourt violation, but Tam, who was just late touching it, dove for it. And so after Hawkins touched it, Tam knocked it loose and got the ball back. So Bradford will go to the line, and the first free throw is good for CB. She's got 15 points, leading all scorers here this afternoon. 2 of 3 from the line.
Kirby Tam taking a page out of Taylor Johnson's book there with a great hustle play to keep that possession alive.
Second free throw upcoming for Bradford. A deep knee bend, the lefty's second offering, no good. Rebound Manning Allen. Kansas with the basketball, up by a point with 13:54 to play here in the ball game. Harper, Hawkins, Williams, Manning Allen, and Knight on the floor for the Jayhawks. 2-3 zone, pushed up high for CMU. Manning Allen, right wing, pressured by Green. Overheads to Harper between the circles. 8 on the shot clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hawkins in the lane, a running jumper with the right, gets it to go, and the foul. Taylor Johnson fell in the paint. It looked like she might have drawn a charge, but they are going to call a block against Johnson. That's her second personal, the third team foul against CMU. And with that, Kansas goes to the line with a chance to make this a 4-point ball game after the bucket goes home for Hawkins. 42-39.
Very, very tough call there against Taylor Johnson, but charge block is one of the hardest calls to make in college basketball, so it's a very tough one for the officials to swallow there.
Free throw good for Hawkins. 43-39, Kansas leading. Bradford spins middle. Left-handed layup goes, and she made it look easy. Drifting to her right. 43-41, Kansas still up by 2. For Bradford, 17 points here this afternoon. She's averaging 22.5 on the season. Bunny Williams, free throw line, skips it into the corner to Hawkins, but she takes steps. Hawkins thought about the 3 ball, instead faked and tried to drive, but she picked up that pivot foot, so the turnover gives CMU the ball down by 2. Green, Tam, Johnson, DeJulio, and Bradford on the floor for the Chips. Tam, right slot, lobs it back door to Bradford. Right baseline, she goes in the middle. The baby running hook shot, no good. Johnson fighting for the offensive rebound, loses it out of bounds. Kansas basketball with 12:51 to go, up by a pair.
Very good move by Bradford there to not only go back door, but get that shot in the lane up over the trees. It just didn't fall.
Knight with the ball for Kansas. 2-3 zone as Manning Allen sets a high screen. Pass to Harper, 3 ball, right wing. No good off the back iron, but Bunny Williams, the offensive rebound. Her putback doesn't go, but she gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called against Taylor Johnson. That's her third personal. As Jasmine Bracey is going to head to the scorer's table, and Johnson will check out. That's the 4th team foul called against CMU as they trail by 2. Bunny Williams for Kansas already with 4 points. Coming into the ball game, Williams averaging 1.3 points per game. 1 of 2 from the field. Already 2 of 4 from the field today. These are her first free throws, and she makes the front end of her 2 shots, making it a 3-point ball game.
Chippewas are going to have to box out in this zone. It's very tough in a zone to rebound defensively, but they're going to have to do it against a more physical Kansas team.
Williams is 4 of 7 from the line this season. Make that 5 of 8. She makes the second. 45-41, Kansas up 4, matching their largest lead of the ball game. Bradford, left side, guarded by Harper. Picks up her dribble at the elbow. Top of the key to Green, into the lane. The running jumper is good from just inside the right elbow. Jess Green makes it a 2-point game. And a really cool sight, Matt, up above the bleachers on the opposite side. We'll get to that in a second. Harper with the basketball for Kansas. Knight between the circles. Top of the key to Manning Allen, finding a backdoor cutting Harper. Layup doesn't go. Bracey the rebound. DeJulio with the ball, pushing it right side. Ball knocked loose by Harper. DeJulio picks it up. And now it's Green standing just on the fringe of the logo at center court. 18 on the shot clock, crossing over right to left, spinning, and she gets fouled. Hand on body called against Markeisha Hawkins. Matt, this is very much a neat experience for the players, but also for the Virgin Islands and a lot of kids here, even though school hours are maybe not in session because of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact, portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more.
Their influence and their impact. Basketball is a growing sport here, and you see a lot of kids interested, and they get such a great turnout of non-related fans. A lot of Islanders who come out and watch the action here at the University of the Virgin Islands. I thought that was a really neat scene there up above, and I hope that the players also understand the impact that they have on a lot of these young kids who are in attendance.
Oh, absolutely, and this is the premier event that goes on at this university and on these islands every single year. So the people here, they live for this. These 2 weeks when all of these premier basketball teams come to this place, these players are like rock stars to them. They look up to them, they envy them, and it's great to see them interacting together here.
Out of the media timeout, CMU with the basketball. Tam pressured, and she's whistled for 5 seconds. Bunny Williams jumping up and down made it difficult for Kirby Tam to enter the basketball, so turnover for CMU gives Kansas possession up by 2, 45-43. Harper with the ball. Against this 2-3 zone for CMU, that's forced Kansas to shoot below 35%. Pass in the corner, Knight, 3-ball wide open, and she hits it. Natalie Knight gives Kansas its largest lead, 48-43.
That's a key stretch right there. Tough 5-second call on the Chippewas, and then the Jayhawks come back and hit the 3.
Bradford with a couple of crossovers into the lane, passes to DeJulia on the corner. She steps back, fakes from 3, and she travels. An extra step for Nikki DeJulio as she was trying to pivot around the pressure applied by Natalie Knight. So Knight did it a second ago on the defensive end, or the offensive end, and right there on the defensive end, helping Kansas get possession back up by 5.
And we saw it in the first half. This is right about the time that Kansas really started making their run. Chippewas are going to have to pick it up here defensively to keep themselves in this game.
Hawkins right wing, short corner, Williams left of the hoop. Finds a cutting Harper, but she loses it off her knee just in front of the free throw line. It rolls out of bounds at the baseline. 48-43, the turnover gives CMU the ball with their gold uniforms and maroon trim. The Chippewas have green tam. DeJulio, Bracey, and Bradford on the floor. Crossing the timeline, Bracey bounces it to Bradford, right wing. Guarded by Harper, who's forcing her to go right. The crossover for Bradford, spins right, left-handed layup, good off the rim. And she runs back on D with a snarly look on her face as DeJulio deflects the entry pass up ahead out of bounds in front of Kansas's bench. But that was some fancy but very effective offensive work there by Crystal Bradford. A game-high 19 points for the junior.
That spin move is almost indefensible. She executes that better than almost any player in the country.
Harper, left wing. Hawkins fakes from 3, steps inside, takes the 14-footer, no good, back iron. Green the rebound. 3-point lead for the Jayhawks, but here comes CMU. Jess Green charging hard, almost loses it, instead passes back to Bracey. 3-ball top of the key, wide left, rebound Manning Allen. Chelsea Gardner still on the bench with those 3 fouls for the Jayhawks, so Manning Allen handling post responsibilities. Harper's pass to Hawkins, left baseline, lays it up with the right. Bradford went for the steal, missed, and Hawkins was all alone to give Kansas a 5-point lead. 9:45 to play in the ball game. 50-45 Jayhawks. Green into the lane, stops, turns, finds a backdoor cutting to Julio. She goes up, shot blocked, loose ball picked up by Kansas. Harper across the timeline, putting the pressure, goes up with the layup off the glass, rims out, rebound Kirby Tam. 50-45, Kansas on top. Bradford dribbling left side, spins, stops. Tam top of the key, fakes, into the lane, drops it down low to Bracey, spins middle, lays it up, no good off the iron. Rebound lost by Bradford underneath, and it's Williams who picks it up. Hawkins inside the 3-point line, lays it up left side, no good. Tam with the rebound, back and forth we go. 50-45, CMU trailing. And we've got a timeout called by Sue Guevara as she's going to take a breather. The Chippewas with a 5-point deficit with 9:01 to play here inside the gymnasium of the University of the Virgin Islands. We're going to step aside. Jared Sandler, Matt Carney with you here on 91.5 FM, More Rock Radio, and CMUChippewas.com.
Sounds of gang violence don't stop until the day you're sentenced. A family.
It's gonna be okay.
A brother alone.
Hey, little man, come here. What you got on your back?
A sister afraid. A mother.
Nikki DiGiulio on the floor as well, as Crystal Bradford will get a breather for the first time in the half. Kansas returns with Manning Allen, Gonzalez, Harper, and Knight to go along with Williams. Williams forced a 5-second violation against Kirby Tam last time CMU inbounded from the sideline. Hands up, Tam looking for someone, and she bounces it to Cotton in between the circles. Jewel Cotton dribbling with her right. Dishes it off to Johnson, into the lane, dribbling left, stops, goes to Tam in the corner, 3-ball, triggered up but too strong. Rebound goes to Natalie Knight. Kansas with the ball up by 5. This matches their largest lead of the contest. CMU led by 10 at one point, 21-11, back in the middle of the first half. Gonzalez left wing, dribbling around the perimeter, working it right of the paint, ball on the floor, jump ball, possession, CMU. Kirby Tam got her hands on that. That's the third jump ball Kirby Tam's been a part of. CMU down 5 with 8.5 minutes to play. Will walk it up the floor. Jess Green calls a play, pressured by CeCe Harper. Drops it down to Johnson, layup, good from the left side with the right hand. Taylor Johnson makes it a 3-point game.
Taylor Johnson slipped that screen, did exactly what she was supposed to do, and she was wide open underneath the hoop for the layup.
Gonzalez left wing, CMU in that 2-3 zone. Working around to Harper, right wing. Skip pass. Knight, left wing looking down low to Manning Allen. Nothing there. She dribbles towards the middle and bounces it slot to slot. Hawkins now with the basketball. Back to Knight. She triggers up a 3-ball. Just strong. Rebound. Fought for. DiGiulio grabs it. CMU within 3. Green pressure to the backcourt by Harper. She brings it up and crosses the timeline. DiGiulio flares to the near corner as Green's on the left side. She drops it off to Johnson. She fakes from 3. Inside, pump fake off the glass and good. 4 in a row scored by Taylor Johnson. The Belding native pulls CMU to within a point. 7:27 to play in the contest.
She's got Manning Allen coming out to challenge her at the 3-point line. She'll take that matchup all day.
Kansas with 15 on the shot clock. Working it around the perimeter. Gonzalez, left corner, driving in, trapped, pressured, flips it up top, and Harper grabs it, top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Harper, right wing, drives, floats it up, shot doesn't go, gets the rebound, puts it back, and scores. 6:57 to play, 52-49, Kansas on top. Green, left wing, drives, goes up, gets fouled with 6:50 to play. The foul is whistled against Kansas. That's their 4th team foul. And it's called against CeCe Harper, her 3rd personal. And with 6:50 to play, we reach our under 8 media timeout. 52-49 the score. CMU basketball when we come back here on 91.5 FM, More Rock Radio.
Living this life on island time. Now that I am free, soak up the sun, swim the sea. This is how life's meant to be.
Come visit my island, the United States Virgin Islands.
Discover how life is meant to be. Call your travel agent today.
114 2.0.
Jared Sandler with you, Matt Carney alongside on CMUChippewas.com and 91.5 FM more Rock Radio. Heads to the line. She's got 2 shots upcoming. CMU trailing by 3, 6:50 to go.
Looks like Kansas in this second half has done a lot better job of closing out on her, so she's gone to the ball fake and driven quite a few times, but she's got a very quick release, so I wouldn't be surprised if she lets one go.
Jess Green makes the first free throw. Chelsea Gardner back in the game for Kansas with those 3 personal fouls. Second free throw, good. So Green hits both. It's a 1-point game with 6:50 to play. For the Jayhawks, Boyd, Cole, Hawkins, Gardner, and Knight on the floor. The Chippewas have Turner, DeJulio, Green, Bracey, and Johnson. Bradford still on the bench, getting a breather. Hawkins with the ball right corner. Jumps and passes to Cole, top of the key, driving left. Knight's got it left wing, flips it to Hawkins, right corner, baseline penetration. She goes up and gets fouled by Bracey, who was standing still, but Hawkins moved into Bracey, threw the ball up in the air, and she earns herself 2 free throws with 6:30 to go in the ball game. Kansas 52, CMU 51.
The foul situation is going to be interesting for both teams. Chippewas with 5 personals, Kansas with 4. First team to get to that 1-and-1 is going to have the edge.
Hawkins makes the first free throw, 2-point lead for the Jayhawks. Second free throw's good. 53-51. Crystal Bradford enters the game, getting a rest. Jasmine Bracey. That's her 3rd personal that she just picked up, so quick breather for Bracey. 3-point lead for the Jayhawks. CMU with the basketball. Turner calls a play between the circles. Looking to get it to Bradford. She does, right slot. Bradford splits a double team and dribbles to the left wing. Passes out of another double team. Turner, middle of the lane. The layup off the glass, no good. Bradford goes for the loose ball, and she grabs it, gets possession, and is able to draw the foul against Natalie Knight, who is simply an innocent bystander. But when Bradford got possession of the basketball, Knight became someone in violation of the rules. As the inbound goes to Bradford. Turner, left wing, stepping back beyond the perimeter. Now drives, and Cole reaches in, knocks it off of Turner's knee out of bounds, but the reach allows CMU to maintain possession and get a fresh 30 on the shot clock with 6:08 to play. Green will inbound it, then it goes to Bradford beyond the perimeter, right wing. Screen from Johnson. She flares, takes the baseline jumper, and gets it to go from 15 feet. Nice play there by Bradford, finding Johnson, who executes and pulls CMU within 1.
And that's the second time she's slipped the on-ball screen and been wide open. Kansas not ready for her to do that, and she's hit it both times.
Knight between the circles to Cole, front court left side. Skip pass to a flaring Knight in the right corner, looking to go to Gardner with the lob. Johnson's fronting her. A 2-3 zone for the Chippewas. They've played that throughout the ball game. Cole between the circles, 5 on the shot clock. She's going to drive, bounce it to Gardner. Easy layup from the right side. After a good defensive possession, CMU gives up an easy bucket. 3-point lead for the Jayhawks. Turner the other way, coast to coast, the right-handed scoop off the glass, and it's a 1-point game as CMU gives up the easy bucket and then creates one for themselves. 5:19 to go. We got a timeout. A 30 called by Bonnie Hendrickson, Kansas head coach. It's a 1-point game, and hey, the people here in attendance matter, getting their money's worth. Duke in the first game of the afternoon beat Xavier pretty handily. It's a 1-point game here with 5:19 left.
Very, very competitive here today. Bonnie Hendrickson certainly wasn't pleased with her team allowing Desiree Turner to go coast to coast all the way home. for that layup, but a great play by her to get all the way to the 10 and make the easy layup. Once again, the foul situation, Kansas picking up those 2 on the last possession, gets to 6 now, so the Chippewas will be shooting the rest of the way.
And CMU and their coaching staff, I'm sure, loves that opportunity because of how they struggled at the free throw line last game against Marquette. A chance to get a little redemption and get some confidence back at the charity stripe. Out of the timeout, Kansas with the ball. It's Harper, Knight, Boyd, Hawkins, and Gardner on the floor. 3-ball taken by Natalie Knight. It's off the back iron, over the backboard, out of bounds. CMU ball, a chance to reclaim the lead. 5:07 to play. The Chippewas haven't led since scoring first to begin this half at 34-32. Turner dragging the ball towards the center stripe. Sue Guevara offers instruction. Turner dribbling left side to the bucket. The layup no good. No foul called. Kansas gets the loose ball. Harper pushing the tempo. A bounce pass to Hawkins. Layup left side's good. Nice job by the Jayhawks in transition to take a 3-point lead. Turner with the basketball, leading the charge for the Chippewas. Bounces it to Bradford, right slot. She's doubled and now tripled. The ball goes to Turner. She drives, stops, left of the lane, gives it to Johnson. The jump shot blocked by Gardner. Kansas ball. Hawkins to Boyd. She stops, gives it off to Hawkins. The layup no good, and we've got a whistle against Hawkins. A lazy foul committed by Markeisha Hawkins as Bradford was already past her. She's kind of disappointed in nature, slapped at her. So Bradford's going to go to the line to shoot 1-and-1, and here you go. Same spot Crystal Bradford and the rest of her teammates were in several times against Marquette. A 1-and-1 opportunity and a chance to cut into this 3-point deficit.
And that's what you call a frustration foul. She missed the layup, didn't even catch the rim, and as a result reached in and committed a very lazy foul.
Bradford so far today, 2 of 4 from the line. 19 points for the lefty. A deep bend and the free throw, no good. Rebound Tam in the lane. She gives it to Bradford, who pulls the ball back beyond the perimeter, working on Hawkins. Skips it to Tam, right corner. She drives, spins, drops it off to Bradford. 3-ball, right corner, no good. Rebound battled for. Gardner grabs it for the Jayhawks. She steps into Johnson to create some space and now hands it off to Harper, who will lead the charge. Slot to slot pass, right to left. Hawkins with the basketball. Gardner's got it left wing. Not a threat to shoot from deep. Gardner passes it around the perimeter. She now gets a pass down low. Layup good off the glass, right side. Good movement away from the ball by Chelsea Gardner to give the Jayhawks a 5-point lead.
Big offensive possession here for the Chippewas. They got to get one back.
Green driving, gets Harper in the air. Her layup with the left doesn't go, though, as she fights for the loose ball. She deflects it out of bounds. A good opportunity, but Jess Green unable to execute. So with 3:34 to play, the Jayhawks have climbed to a 5-point edge.
Spectacular views of the Caribbean are just the beginning at Frenchman's Reef and Morningstar Marriott Beach Resort. Discover a place where turquoise waters meet clear blue skies, where fine dining and poolside bars delightfully coexist, where fun and relaxation are an art form. A Marriott dream vacation awaits you here on the island of St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's all here at Frenchman's Reef and Morningstar Marriott Beach Resort.
UVI is closer than you think.
At UVI, the beach is closer than you think.
At UVI, the professors are closer than you think.
At UVI, your success is closer than you think.
The University of the Virgin Islands is closer than you think. Call us today or visit our website.
Welcome to Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas, the Caribbean's most entertaining beach resort. Experience the Caribbean's most entertaining beach resort, Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. No passport.
We'll see if someone else is able to step up and hit some big shots down the stretch. Out of the timeout, Kansas with the basketball, up by 5. CMU has DeJulio, Green, Bradford, Johnson, and Tam on the floor.
And that's what Coach Guevara said to me earlier in the pregame show. Crystal could have 10 assists tonight as long as she keeps her head up and finds the open man out of that double-triple team.
Kansas with the ball up 5, 3.5 and counting in the contest. Gardner to Harper, working around the perimeter tonight. Double team, but she bounces a pass out of it to Harper. Over to Hawkins, right wing, a trap in the corner. Boyd with the ball. She dribbles through it, goes in the corner to Knight. Up to Harper, left wing. She fakes from 3, 4 on the shot clock. Drops it off to Knight, 2 on the shot clock. Down low to Harper. She flips it up and in just before the shot clock hits 0. A 7-point lead for the Jayhawks, their largest of the afternoon.
Didn't think they were going to get that one off, but somehow they found a way to do it.
Johnson drives, shot blocked, jump ball called, Kansas basketball. Gardner got a hand on it as Johnson held possession, and the turnover gives Kansas possession as Gardner with another big block. 14 rebounds, 14 points for Gardner, and to go along with those buckets, Gardner also a force with the block shot, her 3rd of the ball game. Into the game for CMU, Jasmine Bracey. Harper, behind the back dribble, crosses the timeline with 2:40 to play. 7-point lead for Kansas. Knight with the basketball, left wing. Skips it to Hawkins. Looking into Gardner, nothing there, so she passes around the perimeter. 7 on the shot clock. Boyd goes baseline, goes up, shot deflected, loose ball, batted around. 2 on the shot clock, 1 on the shot clock, and it's a shot clock violation as Harper got the ball eventually, but a good job by CMU pursuing the loose ball. Even though they didn't come up with it, they took time off the shot clock, and the turnover gives the Chippewas the ball. 2:19 to play, down by 7.
And the key there was that Kansas never lost possession of it. If the Chippewas would have corralled the loose ball, then the shot clock would have reset had Kansas got it back. But the Jayhawks never lost possession. As a result, it's a shot clock violation.
Turner dribbling right slot, crossing over to the left elbow. Gets behind her defender, goes up with a layup and scores. And you see that penetration ability by Desiree Turner coming to benefit the Chips as Turner's 6 points pulls CMU within 5. Pressure for the Chippewas, extending it as the pass goes down low to Gardner. Layup right side is good. CMU pushed the zone up, but that opened up space down low. 7-point lead, Kansas. Green to the bucket, the layup, good. Hanging off the front rim, dropping home. Timeout called by Sue Guevara right before Kansas can inbound it. A 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 64-59. This one's going to be a nail-biter down the stretch with 1:40 to play, 100 seconds even. CMU shooting free throws at the next foul. 17 fouls for the Jayhawks, just 5 for the Chips. So they got a foul to give. Sue Guevara talking to her squad in the gold uniforms. Bonnie Henriksen talking to her white top squad on the opposite side, as this is going to be a crucial opportunity for CMU maybe to put some pressure on against Kansas in the backcourt out of this timeout.
Yep, they're setting up the pressure right now. Coach Andrew Woodrich loves the press. He brought the press to CMU last year, brought his thoughts on the press to the Chippewas, and since then they've become a much more aggressive pressing team. So they're prepared for this moment. They have to be aggressive, have to be physical, and try to get some turnovers here to try to even this score up here late in the game.
There is pressure in the backcourt. Bradford, DeGiulio, Turner, and Green all in the backcourt. 4 Jayhawks there. The inbound goes to number 24, Cece Harper. The DeSoto, Texas native dribbles it up the floor. DeGiulio pressuring the ball. CMU playing man defense for the first time today. 1:26 to go in the game. Kansas gets it down low to Gardner behind Bracey, but she misses the easy layup. Bracey the rebound, and here come the Chippewas. Turner up the floor to the free throw line, drops it off to Green, fakes from 3. Jump stops into the lane, the jumper no good. Bradford the offensive rebound. Puts it back with the left, it rattles in and out. Bracey the rebound, her putback doesn't go, but she gets fouled. And Jasmine Bracey will go to the line to shoot 2 with 68 seconds to play. The foul called against Cece Harper, her 4th personal, 8th team foul. 64-59 Kansas. Bracey will shoot 2.
There is no doubt that you cannot outwork this team on the offensive glass. They are relentless, and it showed right there.
First free throw rattles in and out about 2 or 3 times before it exits the cylinder. No good. Bracey 1 of 3 from the charity stripe today. 7 points to go along with 12 boards for Bracey. Second free throw's good. It's a 4-point game. Timeout CMU with 1:08 to play, 64-60. As the Chippewas will take another opportunity to put some pressure on. And
now, as you can see, do you love technology? Yeah, no problem. There we go. How are the girls? Uh-huh.
Come on, boy, just a little.
Scott.
Business is tough, but with great offers at Avis.com, we give you the space to turn your business trip into a bizcase.
That play or something like that for Chelsea Gardner down low maybe to try to get the 2-point basket that could potentially ice this game. 4-point game with 1:08 to go. Chippewas, if they don't want to foul, they are going to have to play rock-solid defense in order to not have to foul here and extend this game.
1:08 to play out of the timeout. Kansas inbounds. Boyd has it underneath CMU's hoop, and she'll bring it up the floor. DeJulio pressuring Harper, who's got the basketball now as she tries to cross the timeline, and does just before the 10 count hits. And DeJulio whistled for a foul as Harper passed it to Hawkins. That's a foul CMU had to give with 54.3 left, but it does reset the shot clock. 30 seconds remaining on the shot clock. That's the full 30 that Kansas has, 54.3 in the ball game. 4-point lead for the Jayhawks as Hawkins will inbound it from the sideline. She drops it on a bounce to Harper. And Harper's fouled by Bradford, who commits her third personal. On that note, good job by Crystal Bradford after getting 2 fouls early in the game, staying disciplined defensively, not committing another foul until that intentional foul right there that sends Harper to the line to shoot 1 and 1. On the season, CC Harper is 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. Her first free throws today, the first one in, out, and back in. Front rim, back rim, glass, and through. 5-point lead for the Jayhawks. 51.1 seconds left. Second free throw good, nothing but net. 6-point advantage. Turner hustling the ball to the floor, crossing the timeline, going to Green, right wing, 3-ball. Good, and Jess Green with a big triple. 3-point lead for the Jayhawks, but cut in half with that Green 3-ball, the first of the half for CMU, their 5th of the game. And a timeout called on the, timeout called by, I believe, CMU. So with 45.5 seconds left, the Chippewas back within a possession.
And now they can, as you said, they're back within possession, so they can play this out. They can play defense. If they get a stop, it'll give them about 15 seconds or so to come back down and have a chance to tie the game. That's an even bigger break on the first free throw for CC Harper there that nearly, we saw Jasmine Bracy's go in and around and out. Kansas got the lucky break, and theirs went in and out and back in. So if not for that, this would be a 2-point game, which would make it even closer. But as it stands, the Chippewas are within a possession. They have to play solid defense, though. Kansas cannot score here if they want to try to have a chance to come back down and tie it.
DeJulio, Bradford, Green, Tam, and Johnson on the floor for CMU. Johnson and Bradford with 3 fouls each. Gardner, Hawkins, Boyd, Knight, and Harper for the Jayhawks. As CMU with full pressure in the backcourt, the inbounds to Harper almost bobbled out of bounds. Here's Kansas with the ball. Green with pressure, and she's whistled for a body foul as Natalie Knight was trying to bring it up the right sideline. And so that's going to send Natalie Knight to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. For Jess Green, that's her second personal, 8th team foul against CMU. Natalie Knight 4 of 5 from the free throw line this season.
Another very tough foul to take. You had to believe Jessica Green didn't want to commit that foul, but it may end up helping CMU if this 1 and 1 goes begging.
First one, nothing but nets. 4-point lead for Kansas, 38.3 seconds to go. Second free throw upcoming. It's good. 5-point lead for the Jayhawks, 38.3 seconds left. Green bringing the ball to the floor, crossing the timeline. High screen from Johnson. Green goes left, nothing there. Johnson, top of the key, fakes from 3, drives right side, looks to give it to Tam, back door, but there's nothing. Green penetrates, spins, stops, off the glass, in and out. DeJulio fights for the rebound, saves it over her head, but Gardner has it. She loses it out of bounds. CMU ball. Shot clock's off, 17.7 seconds left. And now they're going to talk it over.
Very frantic circumstances here on that last play. Goodness, about 4 different deflections, and that ball finally went out of bounds, and we'll see what they rule.
All right, CMU basketball. DeJulio will inbound right of the hoop. Johnson to Tam, right wing, to Bradford, top of the key. 12 in the game clock. Bradford, step back 3, no good. Johnson almost had the rebound on the offensive side. It goes out of bounds. Whose ball? CMU's with 6.8 seconds left, but they're down by 5. They've got to orchestrate some quick offense here. 68-63, DeJulio will inbound it. Baseline to Johnson. In the corner to Tam, too much time's running off. Bradford, 3 seconds, a deep 3, it's no good, and that's gonna get the clock to 0. CMU unable to squeak one out against the Jayhawks as the Lawrence, Kansas bunch trailed by 10 early. They came back, took a lead, led by as many as 7 points in the contest this afternoon. It never got any more than that, and CMU fought late, unable to get things to go there down the stretch as CMU falls to Kansas 68-63.
A tough loss for the Chippewas, but they have to realize that despite the loss, they hung with a very, very good Kansas team for all 40 minutes of this ball game.